bike, plug in, you want to record this, write it down, put it in your journal, whatever. Little different. And I want to talk about this. I've done it a couple times in the past. I know there's some new kids here. This is very important. Nothing to do with technique. So I did a podcast yesterday, and obviously one of the questions that I always get asked, especially the last 5-6 years or whatever, was regarding Venus and Serena. And I think this is very important. I don't care what age, what level, everybody understands. The question is, what did you see? What did you see in those two kids? Because as I sit here right now, okay, there's some people, okay, 10, 11, that might even be better, okay? Or people that are some of the best in the country. What did you see when you went on that tennis court? Well, first off, number one, went on the court, I didn't see anything, okay? There was arms going that way, and there was legs going that way, and there was hair going that way, and beads falling off their head. And, you know, I can remember, like, I think Venus came in and did a drop shot. She went like this. I'm going, oh, look like the Compton Butcher. I'm going, what is that? It's like jive on the end of it. And Serena's like this. And it's like all this insanity. And prior to that, I had this girl, you can go Google her back in the day, Jennifer Capriati, okay? 12 years old, won the national 18s, hard court and clay court as a 12-year-old. She won the national 18s, okay? Poetry in motion, racket back in the parking lot, low center of gravity. The ball was like on a string. So my blueprint for greatness was probably better than anybody in the world. Now I'm in Compton, California, and I'm seeing these two girls, and it was just like praying mantis, as a hurricane, a tsunami, stuff going everywhere. The first hour, okay, at the net, they're like chopping wood. I mean, I didn't see anything. Nothing, okay? Good athletes. Mom, dad was a tall guy. Mom, I could see that they were going to be big, probably strong, but I didn't see anything. Then I said, let's play competitive points. And it was me and Serena, because she was like still out to lunch, okay? What I mean by that, like a plane would go by. She's like waving. I'm not sitting there going, hey, I think that girl will be the greatest of all time someday. She's waving at a plane, and I'm going, whoa. So parents, it's a long-term process. You'll see. So now we start playing competitive points. Me and Serena against Venus. Everything changed. I freaked out. I never freak out. I'm a pretty calm guy, okay? So we start playing competitive points. They start popping the popcorn with a little extra butter, not double butter, but a little extra butter. Okay, the preparation got early instead of waiting the ball back. They were doing drills and they were like sloppy. Now we were going to keep score. Footwork changed, preparation changed, but here's the main thing I saw. To this day, I've never seen it. That's long ago, and I've seen everybody. I never saw, not one, I never saw two little girls try so hard to get to a ball. Never. I never saw. The ball would be 10 feet out. Instead of going, out, like it's your birthday, like some of you guys do, yeah, you know, like Rocky. They would keep running for the ball. Serena fell down at least 3 or 4 times. Okay, Venus's nose, she was kind of tall, even at 11. Her nose was that far off the ground. There was like a rage. What that means, there was something inside them that was personal. I'm getting that ball. I don't care if it's in, out. I never saw two people try so hard, ever. And this went on for 2 hours straight. They never checked out, never took anything. They're just, once we kept score, pay attention. So the takeaway from that is when you're all about the competition, anybody, anytime, anywhere, okay, you handle pressure better. And I knew right then and there, what was inside, they would be bulletproof. Okay, but on the outside, it was a train wreck. It was like all this stuff going on. That can be taught. The strategy can be taught. That, I can't buy it over the internet, can't buy it at Publix. I don't know. I just saw effort every single point. I never had two kids try that hard, two little girls try that hard in my life, and still haven't to this day. And they kept running and running and running. And right then and there, how many of you guys saw the movie? Everybody, right? Right then and there, I go, Richard, come here. I said, let me tell you something, because it was more about Venus, because Serena, like I said, she's like waving to the plane, and I don't know where she was at, okay? I said, let me tell you something. This was before you guys were on Earth. Hopefully your parents were on Earth. This was 1991. I said, you have the next female Michael Jordan on your hand. That's the greatest basketball player of all time. Puts his arm around me. He goes, no, brother, man. I got the next two. And that's actually in the movie. It's true. So I'm sitting there in 1991. Not only did I think 6'1", 160, 5'11", 150, I'm projecting how big you're going to be. Parents, your kids aren't going to be this size forever. That changes the landscape.